Jason Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to a whole new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. This is not the extendo version of the previous show. This is going to be another show because we don't have an episode of the Jason Lee Show because Blueface went to jail. So here we are, and Rob's in town from Miami, and Marina's here. They changed, and although I'm running a campaign with the slogan, change you can count on me not changing the clothes today. So Healthcare Unlocked is a thing. Again, for those of you out there that don't know, we launched a national healthcare initiative called Healthcare Unlocked, making healthcare cool, because a lot of us do not go to the doctor until it's too late. And so I'm telling people, if you're young or older and you need access to healthcare and that $0 healthcare that you don't even know you have the right to, here's the phone number right here below. You need to call right now. Put a pause on this and call and get signed up, or send the number out to your friends, because I'm sure you have friends or family members that don't have access to healthcare. Has it been fun building Healthcare Unlocked?
It has. Again, I really love the team that we've built out there, and Miami's great. But I think most important, like you said, it's empowering to know that you're helping people get something that is beneficial to them, because this major medical insurance, which most people don't have access to, and to get it for $0 is insane. So it feels good to be able to do that.
And this is helping low-income families. You know, some people that, make below $50,000 a year may not have access to the basic things that should be a right in this country, healthcare being one of them. So now you can go over there. And I still need to interview all the doctors that have been a part of my healthcare journey, because, I've been really public with weight loss, therapy, and also sexual wellness. This is something that people don't want to talk about in the Black community, but we're going to talk about it. You know what's so funny? I hear more about PrEP these days than condoms. Do they just stop promoting condoms?
It feels like it.
Why?
Well, PrEP allegedly is more effective than condoms, but who knows? I don't know. It's strange to me. Nobody uses condoms, but I think that the straight people they're not on PrEP and they don't use condoms. So I mean.
But it's interesting because I remember back in the day, Trojan, they used to hear these Trojan commercials, and now all I hear all day long is, now I can go ahead and get Truvada, or I can get one shot a month or every 2 months. Like, PrEP has taken out the condom game.
100%.
Why, when you talk to people about wearing condoms, they look at you like you're wearing a dashiki with an afro, like it's back in the 60s? No, they really look at you like that's a foreign object. Why?
It's just they've become a thing of the past, which is weird to say. It's crazy to say that.
It is.
And y'all be having, nothing.
Not straight shaming.
No, because I was going to say they have more things to worry about than just
like what?
Pregnancy.
Oh, yeah. That's our monster.
She said, oh, yeah. Like, pregnancy's a monster?
You know how you guys have your own monster?
Who is y'all? First of all, stop grouping me in anything. No, but I know Monsters HIV, for those of you that don't know. I just got my results back, and I'm negative. Let me go ahead and just... Because Lord knows, every time I get my HIV results, I always want to hear Marvin Sapp's Never Would Have Made It song playing underneath the presentation. Because, I was in these streets for a while. Also, I'm happy to say today I am celebrating 5 months completely sober. I have saved so much money. But I had a moment the other day where I was saying to myself that me being sober is more important than I know, or give myself credit for, is because I'm kind of like one of the leaders in our friendship group. So I'm the one that's going to lead us to, I'm going to lead us to church, or I'm going to lead us to Sunday Fun Day. And either way, we're going to see angels, because we're going to be super drunk or super inspired. But all my friends now are in the gym, getting healthy, eating well, focused on their grind, and not wasting tons and tons of money in the club. And so being sober feels really good. And I posted online, I'm sober. I've been sober X amount of months, whatever. And people were like, oh my God, if you need to go to an AA meeting. I'm like, no, bitch, I don't need to go to no AA meeting.
I never gave that.
This was about me just having more self-control, really wanting to have a great year, saying I was going to take at least a year off. But now that I've taken a year off, the idea of being drunk again is not even appealing. So I don't know if I'll ever go back. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Rob, on the other hand, is definitely taking all the alcohol for me.
I enjoy a cocktail with dinner.
Not a cocktail. Why you have to say it like that?
Because I'm not drunk in these streets like he about to make it seem like, but whatever.
Rob. Rob needs to go through his own sobering process. But either way, I just
my
want to say to
God.
anybody out there that's thinking of, kicking the bottle for a while or just, stopping whatever it is you're doing, just stop. I know it sounds easier easier said than done for some people, but I decided that I wanted to stop drinking. I did. And if you know me, I party hard. I party hard. My last birthday was birthday party was the last time I had a drink, and I partied so hard that I felt that party for 3 days, and that's when I just said, that's it. So now it's so funny because as I'm running for city council, the people that are trying to drum up all the negative about me is stuff that I put on the internet. You've seen me drunk on the internet. You've seen me drunk in a pool in Mexico with the sombrero. You've seen me throwing drinks on TV. You've read my book where I talk about everything. I'm an open book. I think what people are forgetting is that nowadays in the world, people care about people who can make their lives and lived experiences better. That's what people care about. They don't care about anything else. But one thing I know for sure is that there are people out there who can look at me and say, man, I've had all those mistakes. Mm-hmm. So just be very clear. The election, if you're in Stockton or know anybody in Stockton, is on March 5th. That is the election day. But ballots start to hit the box on February 5th. And I'm telling everybody right now, hold on to them ballots until you get my name wherever in the center of your document and circle whatever that bubble is. And whether you choose to vote for anybody else, that's your choice. But at least get to District 6, mark yes for me, and then drop it in a box or call us, and we will come and pick that thing up. We're going to do whatever it takes to win, except for what Donald Trump did in the last election. We're not going to cheat, but we are going to make sure that we get to every voter. So stay tuned and keep following me on social media because, this election thing is something else. People are also asking to buy my campaign T-shirt. Like as my fans around the world, they're asking, can we buy that? I haven't set it up yet because with campaigns, you have to set up all your finances a very specific way. That's why all y'all Republicans keep getting beat up for campaign finance violations. I'm not getting anything. So I don't even know how to set up merch and then connect it to this and that. I don't want no smoke because I know they are waiting to find something.
Somebody stopped me here in the gym in LA because I was wearing it to the gym, and they asked me, where can I get one?
Really?
Yes. And
But did they know who I was or they
yes.
just, oh, they did, okay.
And they wanted a shirt, and I'm like, I don't know if they're for sale.
Well, that's how the people in Africa can help you with the campaign. Because they were wanting to help. They said they wanted to help with the campaign, but they can't vote in Stockton, so they could buy a shirt.
It's just you bringing up Africa for me.
But
I do think we can do, like drop shipping, like where, I just have to set it up on my website or whatever. I haven't even finished my website yet. I need to finish my website. It's almost done, but it'll be done before the election. Yeah.
You should sell them.
Well, we're doing mailers. We're doing everything we can. But one thing I said to them before we got started was that, this campaign really is an indication of the work ethic that the people will have after they get elected. So the way that I'm working in this campaign, they will tell you, not because they work for me, but everything we do, whether it's the Jason Lee Show, healthcare, this is the level of intensity that we put into all the work that we do. That's just the type of person I am. And I know that I don't always, get my flowers right away because people are waiting to the end of my life. And guess what? That's okay. That's okay. You can give me my flowers whenever you want because you know what? Worked hard to give me my own. You can almost tell the cue is coming, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's get into our favorite topic over here, or our favorite segment, the Tea with Jason Lee. There was something I saw online, a question. Somebody asked, would you move for love? It is a smart idea to move for love. I mean, nothing says love like packing everything up and starting over in a new city with someone that you've fallen madly in love with. Now, some people will say it sounds super risky, while some previous reports say that couples who move for love end up making it long term. Now, reportedly, 60% of the time when a person moves for their partner, their relationship survives. So my question, or the question posed, is could you see yourself leaving your friends, family, and your work life behind to start over in a new city or even new country if you found love abroad? Well, I'll say this. The answer for me is really simple. No. Why? Because I got Hollywood unlocked and I can't unlock it from Africa or wherever. Dubai. I have to do interviews here. I want to move out of town or out of the country, but city council. I can't be a city council person living in another country. Or another state. So for me, would I do it? No. I think right now where my life is and my priorities, it's really about all the things I have that I want to accomplish, and I can't put a person in front of that. Now, could I date somebody who lives out of town and then move them here? Yes, I am absolutely into importing. Could you?
Yes.
How would you run my business?
It's saying, would I change my life for love and to move?
No,
for
No, that
love?
ain't what the question. No.
Yes, it is.
No,
It's saying, would you move for love, and would you like essentially start over? Yeah, I'm saying in the context of things.
Tell me how uncommitted you are to my business.
It's not saying Hollywood Unlocked. It's posing a hypothetical question. Would you move for love? And the answer is yeah. I think I'm a hopeless romantic. So yeah, I would do it.
Not in the clubs in the streets of Miami. You ain't hopeless.
But,
you might be helpless,
but
hopeless, no.
But I think it would have to be, the relationship would have to be to the point where it's a committed situation. Not like we're exploring the idea
In the
of
gay
being together.
community, what does that mean? What is committed? When are you committed?
I guess day number 2.
See, that's what I'm saying. So does it make sense to move and uproot everything you've built for a person that may live in your life for 2 days?
Like, would you
think it's
go across?
romantic.
Like, you would move to another country?
I feel like all the people who I've met who've been amazing, who I could have dated, have been overseas.
Don't talk directly in the mic.
He's trying to find his
Really?
man.
Really?
Yes.
He's trying to find
But
a
none
husband.
of those relationships work for
Because
you.
they're long distance, and that's why they don't work.
But why do you, okay, if you've built value in your own life, why do you need to lose all of that to go try to make something work over there? When I'm sure whoever they are is going to have less than what you have.
But I don't think it's a thing of losing the things that you like. For example, I think you could essentially run Hollywood Unlocked because you've built it to a place where it's like turnkey. So I think you could, if you wanted to, in a year or two, be like, I can uproot my life and move to London or move to Dubai or whatever, and still run the company. I think you have the capability to do that because you've built it.
Right, but the Jason Lee show set is in L.A.
Make
The
it over there.
city of Stockton City Council is in Stockton.
That's different. Now that you are in the world of politics, it's a bit different.
Right. So for me, yes, do I like the imagination of being in a relationship? Yeah, of course. It gets lonely at night. I'm tired. My pillow is tired of being hugged. But am I going to just leave everything for a person? I think this is a question of, is love a priority over everything else?
Mhm.
And for me, the answer is no.
I mean, we've seen people do it successfully, like Tina Turner, and
Tina was getting beat.
but hey, she uprooted her life and found love.
At the end of her career, she was already done.
And
she left the country.
yes,
She didn't just leave. She denounced her citizenship. That was a different type of situation. Miss Tina was like, I'm done with America. It's ghetto.
And what's the other actress who did? She just moved to London and got married.
See, you can't even think about it. Her career must
No,
not be as good
Who's
as
she
it
married
was.
to?
I don't know who he is.
Can't even.
You're friends with her. I'm trying to figure
No,
out.
I'm not.
You are. Christina Milian.
Christina Milian she did.
It worked for her.
It does work for her. It does work for her and where she is, but she also took her kids too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but not doing it. What about you? Did your boyfriend Max move from Chicago to here for you?
And he has to restart everything. And like, it was a hard transition because it's just a year now, last January. But I just want to click. I had a really serious sit down with him. And I'm like, if you don't want to go, I understand that.
Well, you would have stayed with him.
Yeah. I would have tried to stay with him, but long distance is hard. I did try that too previously with other people.
See, I could do a long distance because I think that distance does make the heart grow fonder. Like, for example, I could have somebody that lived in my condo in Miami with my security cameras and the front desk doorman keeping an eye on the unit.
Okay.
And Rob there every week reporting. But I mean, I could have a person live in the condo because I think it would be exciting to come home in Miami for a day or so, be able to spend time, get off what we need to get off, have great experiences, and then go back to work and do the things that pay the bills. Because I'm not the kind of person that's clingy anyway. You seem like somebody that would drown somebody in unnecessary affection. Like, Yeah, you would need somebody to be
In a
there.
good way, Rob. You shower people.
You
with
would.
love.
You would. You would. Right?
Yeah,
You
but
gonna
I wouldn't
take
be.
care
I
of
wouldn't be
your man.
clingy.
Yes, you would. And then you would get drunk. Why don't you do this? Why don't you? Yeah.
No,
oh my God,
no,
you would be
I don't
like
do
my
that.
God.
I don't do that.
I don't want somebody that's going to be up under me. I don't know about living abroad. It's a no for me. But you guys say yeah.
Yeah, because what's the point of living in a cool city if you're alone?
Making money, being successful, changing lives. I don't know.
I guess you could buy. Like, I would just have a bunch of dogs if I wasn't in a relationship.
I got them too.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when you move for your partner and they end up cheating or falling out of love with you months after joining them with them? And now
It's
you've given everything up.
I'm just gonna pack up a box and go back home where I
You only
came
had
from.
one box.
Yeah, I'll restart. Like, it's nothing.
But that's what
Love is a risk, honey.
Well, it would give first 48 for me. I mean, I don't think that, like, if I give up
My first
everything
48.
for you and then you leave me. See, this is the thing when it comes to love. People can change their mind at any moment. And then
Facts.
their mind being changed could affect your entire life and safety and stability. You're willing to risk all that for love?
Yeah, love is powerful. I think love is important. I think love is healing.
Because
You get love every Thursday at Twist in Miami. Well, but this is what I keep. But recently when I met somebody, this is what I said to them. I said, look, because they were like, I'm going to put you before everybody else. I said, because I'm going to put me before you. Put you before them. Put you before everything. I feel like anybody right now watching or listening, if you're thinking of being in a relationship or you're in a relationship, and right now your entire relationship or focus of getting in one is about finding someone you can put above everybody else, including yourself, you're already heading down a very dark path.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to be successful, to be stable, to be a contribution to society, a positive contribution, you have to be selfish enough to be able to build that value up. And then when you do, you have to put yourself in front of everything to maintain it. And then it doesn't mean like you're better than everybody, but think about it. If you put your kids before you, then you're not necessarily taking care of yourself holistically to be able to be there 1,000% for your kid. If you're putting your church in front of you and in front of everybody else or in front of yourself, how do you give your 10% of tithes to the church when you can't even pay your own rent? Like, you have to put you before everybody else. I just don't see I've not been hit by any love that's made me go, I'd move to Bali for you.
But I've known people who are single and have moved across the country for a job. And then you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. But then, like, the job can fire you.
But that job, that risk was actually a benefit to you in the moment. Love is love a benefit to you?
In the moment, yeah.
How?
Because you're happy and you're fulfilled.
You're happy, so you had to get
Yes.
in a relationship to get happy?
No, you're already
I think
happy,
you have
but
to
you're
be
happy
first.
Yeah.
But like all the things you named, you can lose those things too. Like careers can be lost if people decide to cancel you.
Well,
Money
yeah,
can
if
be
you tell
lost.
your boss on a podcast that you're thinking of
Rob,
I'm speaking more to
moving
like
for a relationship.
you can be on top of the world as an actor, and then people cancel you. You can lose all your money.
John the Major got astray.
You can lose all your money. Like,
Oh, Monique just got hit.
hey, I didn't name any names, but I'm just saying, like, those things can be lost too. So I think, like, if something that you value is love and commitment in a relationship, I think that's a benefit to you as well. It's a thing that can be lost, and it's a thing that can be held on to.
Well, I think this is a question that has to be debated. Who are we even asking? Because we're not asking grown people who can't. Some people who are young and can move back home, they make risky decisions because I just moved back with mom or dad. I never had the luxury of having the option of moving back home. Because once my mom said, you're 18 or 19, move out, I was out. Couldn't move in with dad, couldn't move back home with mom. So everything has always been in survival mode. That's why I would never risk that with an individual. I don't know that we're going to agree on this one. God bless all of you who are giving up everything in your lives for the person that really didn't love you, because while you were having sex with them, they were behind your back on Grindr.
Oh my God. This is a lot.
Get this ugly, happy picture off of the screen. I won't lie. Put it back. I ain't going to lie. I'm sick and tired of seeing happy relationships. Let me just say this. This is what I do love about the Middle East. You can't show PDA in public. It's illegal. I'm tired of driving down the street and looking at all these happy people holding hands and holding each other. It's all fake, okay? Because guess what? Do you have each other's passwords? Can you go on each other's social? You do? You got your boyfriend's password?
To everything. He got mine too.
So you can see all his DMs and he can see all yours?
They're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
That's insecurity.
What?
Who made that a requirement? You or him?
It's not a requirement, but I'm just like, can you open my phone?
No, somebody said it first. Whose idea
Promise
was
you.
it? Was yours. 1000%.
Okay.
No man is coming to you saying, babe, let's share each other's password.
No, he doesn't have my password to my Instagram, but he has my password to my, like, even Elias has my phone right now on open. Elias can be going through my stuff.
No, Elias is watching the screen for this
He's watching the screen for the show.
Okay, so don't mix apples and oranges.
Yes.
Do you have Max's Instagram password?
No, but I have his phone password.
Why?
Just cause I don't go in it, but
wait, Max's phone, when it rings, who do people say, is Marina there?
Huh?
When people call Max's phone, do they say, can I speak to Marina?
No.
Then what the hell you got his password for?
Because I'm always like, hey, y'all.
Hey, what?
Hey, guys. Hey, mom. Like,
when his phone rings?
No, not off rip.
Okay.
The password is 1111 if anybody wants to go on his phone.
What?
The password is 1111.
See, now Max got to change that.
Well, and don't give it to her. because I tell you right now, if I was in a relationship and we laid up and the phone rang and you even looked at my phone, I know I got a real one. We're laying there and I know I got a real one when we're laying there. It was the moan for me. When we're laying there and my phone rings and you don't even look at my phone. See, most people would take that as, oh, you don't care about me? You don't care to look and see? No, I love that you respect my privacy. You ain't paying for this phone bill. Don't look at my phone. I don't know. And having my phone, this is my excuse for why I will never get my password away. I speak to the whole world with this phone, you know? I mean, the people that text this phone, you might know what me and Madonna are talking about, you know? Might see what Mariah Carey said. Never mind. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Max, you in danger, bro. All right. Goodbye. Fake ass happy relationship photo. All right. Well, listen, loyalty is easy when in like. Loyalty is not only a strong quality to have with friends and family or with an employee or business partner, but especially with your significant other, like Max, who has to change his password. Would you consider yourself a loyal partner? Let me start by asking you that. I will say, in my own world, there's only 3 things that I require in a relationship. Damn, it's been so long since I've been in one. It's crazy whatever. Don't lie to me. Don't cheat on me. Don't steal from me. Everything else we can figure out. Attitude, arguing, didn't clean something up, late. Being late will annoy me. But, like lie, cheat, steal, things that deteriorate trust, automatic, first time offender, out. Would you consider yourself a loyal partner?
I think I'm overly loyal. I think that's the problem.
You're
like you're like, it's a game ending situation if they lie, cheat, steal. And I'm like, oh, we can fix it. I think I'm loyal sometimes too much. And I think that's the problem. I think I'm overly loyal. I think it's a trait of Aquarius. But if you push me too far, then we cut you.
Wait, you're the same sign as Kiki's baby daddy?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess. And Michael Jordan. There's great Aquarius.
Wait, so somebody could cheat on you. Somebody could lie. You can catch them in a lie, and you would forgive them.
Well, see, like, I've been in multiple relationships where they cheated on me. One, I caught them cheating, but we're still friends. Like, I've been in relationships where I've caught people cheating, and I'm not with them obviously anymore, but my loyalty has allowed me to keep that person in my life even as a friend. So I think sometimes I overextend loyalty to people who don't deserve it, which I need to work on.
That shows signs of a lack of self-love.
No, I have self-love.
I'm in therapy. That's what the fuck it is. Because when you love yourself, and loving yourself doesn't mean you don't have feelings for anybody else. It's just like you've worked hard to know your value and what you deserve to get. Because people will chip away at your self-value, and you won't even know it. You'd be you sitting there and they, oh man, what? Oh, McDonald had a farm. Don't you come over with that bullshit. But seriously, okay, what about you?
Okay, I am loyal to the soil, and I always say that. And I told Max's, I tell everybody I'm in a relationship with, I will not cheat on you. I'll just say, like, I'm good on this. I'm on to the next one. If I want to do that, I don't believe in cheating. That's why everything's out on the table.
Well, and this is why I think most relationships that don't have conversations like these need to talk about, because I'm wondering, what would cause a person to cheat? Would you cheat, or would you just in your relationship before you cheat? For me, I feel like most relationships experience moments of cheating when people fail to have the conversation about what their partners need. If my partner came to me and said, "Babe, we're in Brazil. Have you seen what's on that beach? I don't want to go out there by myself. Can we go out there together?" I might go, "Yeah, why not?" Even though we probably had that conversation before we went to Brazil and we've already planned it. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I'm a little bit more open to having a conversation about what our needs are, as long as the unit we built, is still the priority. I think most people are cheating because they go into the relationship knowing they love the person, but knowing that they still need some other stuff. Because most men need to feel like they're conquering something new. I don't know. It's an ego thing, I guess. I don't know. Is there anything that could cause you to cheat on your partner? Or would you break up before you felt the need to cheat?
I will break up.
I would break up. Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's just less messy to sever the relationship and move on.
Would you be open to hall passes?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why not?
Immediately no.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a cultural thing? Is that a religious thing, or is it just or is it an insecurity?
It's just
thing?
a marina thing. You're not getting nobody else. The fuck? Are you crazy? What? What?
But what if he said,
if he's bored, I'll put a blonde wig on, and you'll get something else. What?
But what if he said, he wants a hall pass, but you can have one too? Because hall passes can go both ways. They just typically never do. In y'all's community.
My hall pass is a celebrity.
Okay.
But not like a regular. It's not going to be a regular bitch. Like, okay, you can have a hall pass. No. But like my hall pass is Drake. And Max knows that. I told Max, if Drake is ever in the room and the champagne poppies with me, I'm shooting my shot.
And what did Max say about that?
He knows. And he knows that he looks a little bit like Drake. And maybe that's the reason, partially, why I like Max.
Who was his celebrity?
I think it's JoJo.
JoJo.
Don't do that, because she's
Max
been on the show.
I like JoJo.
JoJo is that girl.
I like JoJo, but I just didn't.
Who else?
That didn't pop in my head as the
pretty.
one. She's pretty, but
JoJo's like his OG crush. Who else? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, JoJo and Drake, y'all need to hurry up and get it together. Okay, well, Summer Walker recently shared a repost on her Instagram story about loyalty being easy when you actually like the person that you're with. This is what she said. Being loyalty is so easy when you're with somebody you actually like. Stop dating people you don't even like. Well, how do you know you even really like the person until you actually date? You don't.
Mm-hmm. But do you believe in being like friends with someone first? Because some people are like very like, I have to be friends with you before I cuff you.
Well, the last situation I had, we were building the friendship before we tried to build the relationship. And I do think that that's what made that feel a little different, because we were actually
taking a step,
talking about the things we like, talking about the life that we want to live, talking about the world that we live in and all this. So it was different than, meet them at the club and then all of a sudden, you're in a relationship for 24 hours and then whatever. Yeah, I think sobriety helps with making the right decisions too, because I won't lie. I don't like half as many people as I did when I was drinking. I think when you're drinking, that makes you horny. That makes you want to go out and be in the clubs. The club vibe, ain't no love in there. Ain't no love in the club. And ain't no gloves in the club either. That's why a lot of y'all go on that doxycycline. But either way, yeah, I don't, I do think that you should date somebody, if you're dating somebody that you actually like.
Mm-hmm.
People, I feel like, date not for the wrong reasons. Like whether it be money or like how can this person behoove my relation or like my like status in the world. Why can't we just like us for us?
I don't even know. I always have these moments where I'm like, am I ever going to be in a relationship again? I'll call Rob and be like, I don't think it's out there. I am now asking friends, like I did tell Christian recently, I'm telling friends that are, successful, like if you know anybody, like throw them my way, like let me see what they're about. But I know that I easily get turned off. Like I have to meet somebody that right out the gate makes me go, interesting. And it's been very.
And your last relationship was a long time ago?
8 years ago.
Oh.
Before Hollywood Unlocked, before all of this. I haven't dated anybody serious in a relationship since I've Had all this.
But that makes sense because you're very career oriented. So
Yeah,
Hollywood
but I'm also
Unlocked is
very
your boo.
untrusting too. Like I'm never gonna date a celebrity. There's celebrities I have crushes on, but I would never date because I don't trust them at all. Like I like them from a distance. So, but do you agree with Summer that you should date somebody that you like?
Absolutely. It's
What?
crazy to me
Yeah.
to date someone you don't like. But I think to Marina's point, people are dating for the wrong reasons because they want to be a pick-me or whatever all these things are. I don't know.
You know who you are.
Shots fired.
I didn't
Rob,
say
you're
any
shady.
names.
I'm glad I don't have to be shady on this show.
I
Rob,
just
you
learned that
handle all
term. I just
Yeah.
learned the term. That's why I threw it out.
Well, another social user had this to say, playing devil's advocate. I disagree. A cheater will like you and still be met with their inner demons because they have yet to truly heal. It's a reflection of themselves. It has nothing to do with their like for you. I would like to encourage women to stop leading with only emotion when it comes to love. It can be a distraction. Allow your kind to guide you. It won't misguide. Also, who they are and what you want them to be is totally different. A circle is not a triangle. See them for who they are. Can y'all please stop being Maya Angelou on Twitter and Instagram? Because that was a lot. I mean, do you want to unpack that, or would we have to read it all the way back?
I think we have to read it over.
I think she confused herself halfway through.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. Just be loyal, y'all. All right, women, y'all keep trying it. You've listed all of the first bad date. All women have listed the bad first date spots, and it's gone viral. Now, people are saying Cheesecake Factory is a bad place. I'm sorry, that chicken Madeira and those asparagus is actually really good.
What?
Where everyone on social media is going crazy over this long laundry list of restaurants that a group of women have put together where not to take them for a first date. Now, let me show you the spots. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks, Waffle House, and sport events. That's why all y'all got 5 different kids by 5 different men and nobody wanting to deal with you because of that right there. I would go to not all those places. Sporting events. That means you're not going to go to a football game. You're not going to go to a basketball
That's
game.
crazy.
The hookah bar.
The hookah bar.
The movies. Bowling.
Well, I don't go bowling for personal reasons, but yeah, I mean, no, my brother died at the bowling alley. But I mean, I just feel like some of those things are fun.
The Chipotle one I understand though, like that type of like I want to like be like kind of in like a little cute booth, but I would not mind Cheesecake Factory.
Well, I'm not gonna take you to Chipotle for the obvious reason. After you eat Chipotle,
What?
we know the night's pretty much over.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you could take. What if you want to just go like on a nice walk down the pier and stop at Starbucks and get coffee? Like, I don't understand why they're naming all these things that. Well, it's because obviously they're dating for the wrong things. Because you don't want somebody who actually likes you and wants to take you out and spend time with
They
you.
listed all the places that regular people go because people feel like they need to be wined and dined and have all these extravagant experiences. You know, going on a bike ride, going on a walks, just laying there watching a movie. Me and somebody were actually having a call yesterday where I was asking them what their love language was. And they were saying, what did they say? Oh, physical touch. That their thing was physical touch. I said, well, one of mine is what is it called? Time?
Quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
We can be watching a movie and not even talking to each other and still be having a great experience. It doesn't mean you need to be laid up under me or we got to be, or whatever. And, if we are watching TV, I might want Taco Bell. Does that mean now that you're just a cheap tawdry date that's not worth love because I ordered a taco box? No, I just want a Taco Bell with the hot sauce. I don't know. I just feel like people and their expectations these days are just crazy.
If anything, I feel like I've gone on a lot of first dates that the guy would be like, oh, I want to take you to Nobu. And I'm like, we don't have to do all that. That's to me even more cringe.
Yeah. Well,
Very
those of you that put that list together, are you even worthy of going to any place other than that? I mean, some of you are giving real Jack in the Crack drive-through. And Starbucks coffee dates are fun. I like going to Starbucks. I mean, even Billy Porter goes to Starbucks. You guys are messy. Well, Little Duval had a response to this, and this is what he had to say. Y'all whole outfit is from Shein, but Cheesecake Factory is where y'all draw the line.
Hello.
Which is true. And again, it goes back to like, you didn't even deserve to want something better than that list. And here you are.
Here you are.
Lil Duval, where are you taking from Cheesecake Factory? Anyway, bye. Let's get into this next topic, delivery drama. Now, a video is going viral on the internet right now, showing a delivery driver refusing to drop off groceries to a couple who opted not to tip on a $400 order. Take a look at the video.
You can see how much work it was and why I should be getting a tip because of how much work this was.
No, you don't deserve
Yes,
a tip. You
I do.
certainly don't.
Why do I not?
You're
When
crushing
this
the
was-
ramen noodles for
I'm
one.
not
With
crushing
the
anything.
yes,
The
you
ramen noodles are perfectly fine.
No,
I don't
they're
know what
not.
you're talking
No,
about.
they're not.
They're
I
perfectly
just saw
fine.
you crush them for
They're
one.
not crushed. And why does it matter anyways? I'm
You're
taking
not
it back
good
to
at
the
your
store. They're
job,
not for
so
you
why would you
anymore.
get a tip?
They're not for you anymore. I just told you why I should get a tip.
They-
I had to pack all of this in my car and
I
bring it
paid
to you
for
guys
them.
and unpack it. You did not pay me. You paid the You paid the
I paid
delivery
for this
app.
food, okay?
You paid the delivery app. You
cannot
did not
touch
pay
the food
me.
to give
Do you
me
not
my
understand
stuff.
that? No,
Give me
I'm
my
taking
stuff.
all of this back.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No,
you guys can get your
you're
refund, and
not.
another delivery driver can deal with you guys. I'm not going to deal with
No,
it
you're
anymore.
stealing.
No, I'm not
You
stealing
are
it. I'm
stealing
taking it
for
back.
paying
to
How do we
the
know
store.
you're going to
I'm
take it back
taking
to the store?
the
How do we know you're going to take it back to the store?
You'll get a receipt. Trust me.
No,
You'll get your
I
receipt.
won't,
Yeah,
okay?
you will.
So,
I'm gonna
I
go
just
take
wanna
it back
You
to the
did.
store.
I just don't.
I don't
You can
need
get
it. I
fired
don't
over
need all
this.
this
You're
stuff,
gonna get
so I don't
fired.
have a reason to have it.
This
So I'm
is
gonna take it
over
back to the store.
$400
I don't
that
care
you're
how much
stealing.
it was.
You're stealing.
I'm not
over
stealing it. I'm taking it back to the
$400.
store.
No,
What
you
don't
are.
understand?
You are. You're gonna go
Clearly,
to jail.
you're not understanding because I'm telling you right now, it's going back to the store. You guys can get your money back and you can hire another driver.
You can't just take things.
Go ahead
that
and drive
don't belong
another
to you.
driver.
No, you can't take.
Go
things.
ahead and drive. Get another driver to.
You can't
bring all
take
this
things
back
that don't
you
belong
guys.
to you. You clearly don't understand how this.
That is what's called standing on business. And first of all, shout out to you in that flowy, silky wig that you had on, her lace front, whatever that was. She would have fought all of you too, by the way. The way she was standing there and pulling up her little gym outfit, she was ready to tie that hair up and beat you down as if she was on her way to Bella Noches. You know, the other thing too that I loved about that video was that she didn't care that you were recording her. She wasn't afraid. That's what Lizzo's Uber Eats driver should have had when I'm gonna let Lizzo go because she's still under fire for stuff she didn't do. Anyway, I actually like that. And I tip every Uber situation. If you for $400, you better have a tip. And the tip better be at least 15%, although 20 is standard, but 15, whatever. What do you think? Do you think she was right?
She was 1,000,000% right. That other lady was giving very much Karen, but at the same time, $400 is crazy. She should have been tipped. But I do think that the tipping culture has gotten out of line because everyone's always like, it's just gonna ask you a quick question, and then they'll flip the screen and they like didn't do anything. They just like scanned something for me and gave it to me. So I always hit no tip if people didn't really do much for me. But if this lady's bending her back down, carrying heavy energy drinks, I'm gonna tip you.
I personally feel like it should be a prerequisite for everybody to have a service job at least once, because you need to have respect for the people who are like helping you get through life. Like these service workers already deal with enough, like just tip them. Especially because a lot of them make minimum wage and they don't really take home that much money. I mean, there's some places like bartenders who make a shit ton, but like she ain't making that much money off packing that car with those groceries and dropping them off. So you just have a little respect and tip her.
And I always talk to my Lyft and Uber drivers and get their whole life story, even if the ride's only 5 minutes long. And I'll always tell them, like, especially the drives to LAX, I'm always like, do you guys know how much I paid for this ride? And I want to know how much they're getting paid. And the ride will cost like $100 and they'll only get paid like $20, if that. It's sad.
Yeah. I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. You know, because I rely on this app. So the fact that I'm benefiting from the time of not having to go to a grocery store, I can't then shit on the person that took the time to do it. And I will say, when you don't go to the grocery store for a while, it's really hard navigating around it. I don't even know where shit is now. And I feel like I don't want to become that guy that
then stuff will be out of stock and they have to hit you up. Like, is this alternative okay? It's a lot of work. Like, it's heavy lifting and it's not easy.
No, I'm talking about being too rich to know where the
Oh,
I don't know where the
ew.
peanut butter is. Well, either way,
Oh
yeah,
my
tip the
God.
girl. Yo, the girl was ready to fight. Your wife almost caught a right hand. I'm telling you. I saw she was
And
ready.
a left.
But I also want to say to the Uber Eats driver or whatever your food delivery person, congratulations on staying calm and cool and collected and just allowing us to be able to talk about this not ending in you getting your wig snatched off and beating her husband up, because that could have went there. Yeah, shout out to you. All right. Well, here's a tip. Tip your drivers and your Uber drivers and your Uber Eats and everybody else. Bye. All right, listen, this was just a little appetizer to keep you engaged until we come back next week. We appreciate everything you do for us, showing up and pulling up to the show. Make sure that you're subscribed to us everywhere on all social media, everywhere podcast stream and YouTube, because we're going to keep giving you more and more content. The election, for me, winning Stockton City Council is March 5th. That is election day. But we're going to have a lot going on social media until then, and ballots hit the boxes on February 5th. And I want everybody in Stockton, or if you know somebody, even if you're in Uganda, somewhere evading those gay laws that they try to put in place, please give a call or a text, a tweet, something to somebody there and tell them vote for Jason Lee, because I'm telling you right now, if you enjoy me on the air here, wait until I'm on the dais at the city council, because I'm not going to change who I am because I'll be an elected leader. I will be Jason Lee right there for you and me. Bye.
The Jason Lee Podcast.